Okay, so let's see. Um, Thanks for joining me here today at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled these cards so we can get started quickly. I'm going to do 10 cards, so we'll do the Celtic Cross and see what's going on. Let's see. I'm finding that I just don't have as much time to do the weekly videos, but if you do want a personal, I do prioritize those. They're just so much more fun, and you can reach out to me using my email in the description box below, and I'll provide that for you. um what else? You can feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And what else? I think that's it. And feel free to leave comments, and I'll read and reply to most of them that aren't trying to be mean. I won't say be mean. Some are, I think, it's bots. I don't really know, but some of the comments get flagged because they're just a little bit weird and awkward. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to get rid of that glare, honestly, but it's not working out too well. Oh, that could work. Okay. All right, let's start with the signs. We have the Two of Wands, Aries energy, crossed by the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. We have Capricorn with the Three of Pentacles, Libra with the Two of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Empress card could be Libra, could be Taurus, because both are ruled by Venus. We also have the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy again. The Two of Cups, so we have three twos. We have the Two of Cups, Cancer energy, and the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy. Maybe that means something, or maybe not, but the energy here with the Two of Wands, I feel like there is definitely a focus on partnerships, right? Because we have the triple twos here: Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Swords. So a focus on connections, a focus on relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like you and your job, or you and your boss, or you and a coworker, you and your pet, you and your mom, you and your romantic partner, whatever the situation is. But definitely a focus on connections, I feel, is going to be at the forefront of your mind. It could be as we approach the new year, you're starting to think about the influences people have over you. Are they positive or negative? What do you want more of? And what do you want to be surrounded by? So I feel that you're paying a lot more attention to those kind of energies and really trying to discern for yourself, like, what is it that you'll allow in your life, and what do you need to put more distance between. So the Two of Wands here is focused on like the past and deciding to move away from the past energies, past influences, things that weren't serving you. So a conscious decision to move away from something that really isn't serving you. I feel that's the current energy here. The Star card, a wish. Yeah, I think, I feel like you're trying to work on some improvements in your life. And it could be that you are wishing for something specific, wishing for a loving partner, wishing for the perfect home, wishing for a new job, or whatever the situation is. I do think that there's a wish here that you are trying to manifest, right? A goal you are trying to achieve. But it could be that the energies surrounding, right, with those twos we talked about earlier, the energies surrounding maybe don't have your best interest at heart. They're not looking out for you the way you look out for them. And so I kind of feel like there's this new, I'll say, aha moment for you where you're like, you know what? Nobody's going to do it for me like I can do it for me, right? So I feel like you're taking the onus, you're taking the responsibility of your success away from others and putting it on yourself, which is I feel a good energy because that means you're advocating for yourself. What do you want? What are your goals? How can you achieve them? Strategizing on how to I feel like form the plan and then eventually execute, right? So I think that there's these energies. You had the aha moment, this moment of enlightenment where you're like, I don't think, let's say it's a job situation, right? And maybe that's the connection that you're focused on. Maybe it's a job situation. And maybe you were promised, or maybe you've discussed the metrics that it would take for you to receive a bonus or a promotion. And then you do what you were supposed to do or what you talked about with your boss, for example, and then nothing happens, right? So it's kind of like you have that aha moment of saying, my boss isn't looking out for me like I thought they were. I have to take matters into my own hands, right? So maybe it's you documenting all the great things that you've accomplished in 6 months or 1 year or whatever, if you have a review situation, so that you have proof over, why you deserve this. That's taking the responsibility away from your boss and really putting it into your own hands. This is what I've done so far. This is what we talked about. This is how I achieved that. Now let's put things in motion, right? For this promotion or for this bonus or whatever it is that you're working forward toward. So recognizing that your boss isn't just gonna do it. They need some poking and prodding in order to fulfill their end of the bargain, right? You recognize that now. So the Three of Pentacles in your grounding position, this is your motivation. It could be that you want to grow your pentacles from three to a bigger number, of course. A focus on pentacle or finances could be the motivation for this move or for this conversation or for this goal, right? To increase your financial or improve your financial situation. The Three of Pentacles is also kind of like an apprentice kind of energy, so it does kind of speak of maybe a lower level and learning more so that you can improve and ascend to higher levels, right? This is the work going toward that. So to me, it's like maybe you've taken on a mentor, maybe you've taken on some classes to get certified in an area or whatever. But the efforts that you take to work hard to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself. So we have the Ace of Wands in the recent past. The Ace of Wands represents, passion, and action as well. I feel that you're passionate about something, about a decision, about a choice, about a goal, passionate about that and wanting to take action. I feel that you want things to move at a more rapid pace. At least that's the desire for it, but you don't always have control. Like, for example, you have to wait for the boss to fill in the paperwork. Well, maybe that means send a weekly email or reminder to your boss and say, hey, have you done that paperwork for my promotion? Have you done that paperwork for my title change? Have you done that paperwork for my bonus? And don't think that they're just gonna, prioritize you. It's like you have to take initiative and remind them. And if it's such a bother, then they'll just hurry up and do it and let it be done with, right? So taking action is definitely here a signal of things that you can do to move this goal along. We have the Two of Swords here in the conscious goals in the crowning position, and the Two of Swords does represent a difficult decision. It could be that if there's some kind of reluctance, maybe your boss is saying, if we continue with that scenario, of course it doesn't have to be that, right? You could apply it to a romantic situation. of you two agreeing on some goal and then they're not really fulfilling their end of the bargain. Well, what do you have to do to take action? And if they don't fulfill their end of the bargain, what's the next move, right? The difficult decision is have the heart to heart and say, if things don't change, we got to go our separate ways. Or do you just end it there because you see a pattern and, you know, you don't really feel with your whole heart that things will improve? Or maybe that they're just kind of, what's the word? It's not gaslighting, breadcrumbing. It could they just be a breadcrumbing, or have they been? And I feel that this is recognition of whether you can take their word for it. Are they going to fulfill their end of the bargain? And if not, it's sayonara to them, right? So we do see that kind of like moving, the ship passing. I feel that this could be something that, with the ship passing, is like an opportunity. I feel like it's an opportunity. Perhaps you've gone through this cycle before, waiting, or, I just kind of feel like you have such faith, such faith in the connection that you're thinking about, or connected to. You have such faith in it. You have such faith that they're going to fulfill their end of the bargain, that they're going to do what they say they're going to do, that they have integrity, and that, that they'll move forward and have your best interests at heart. You have such faith. But time and time again, I feel that maybe they've let you down. And you want to continue, give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, well, they were just busy. Or, oh, this is busy season. Or, oh, work is in the way. Or the timing wasn't right. Listen, that's an enabler speaking. So I feel like it's fine to, be compassionate for things that you really have no control over. It's good to be a compassionate person and have empathy for, things that other people might have going on. That's a great trait. However, you can't continue to let your happiness be affected, or promises to be ignored or overlooked, right? You can't continue to do that. You have to do what's best for you. Just like they're looking out for number one, which is them, you should be looking out for you, your number one, right? So that's the Four of Cups. Is I feel like this is an opportunity. This is probably something that's been discussed before. You let it slide before. Now it's presenting itself again. What are you gonna do, right? That's that difficult decision. So we have the Seven of Cups here. This is your energy. And I kind of do feel like, with the cup energy, it is expressing yourself, but I feel like there might be a little bit of frustration. So don't be so reactive. I would say really explore your options. When you bring a problem to somebody like a boss, they oftentimes want the solution as well, right? Have you thought about a solution? So, for example, if you have talked about, getting a promotion or getting some kind of bonus or whatever, is there paperwork involved? What can you do to move this along, right? Maybe you initiate the paperwork, and then maybe your boss just has to sign it rather than making them fill out the whole thing on their own, right? Because I feel like with paperwork, they would just put it off. But what are the options that you can do, that you can do to move things along? This is exploring those options, not just about what you can do to move things along, but what other options are available. Is it time to go? Is it time to exit? Is it time to pursue another connection, whether it's job or romantic, that would appreciate your efforts and your contributions toward the connection, right? So exploring options with the Seven of Cups, but don't do it based off of emotion. Do it based off of, you've really thought long and hard about this. And I feel that with this Two of Cups that this card signals, if you do it that way, you speak from a place of vulnerability rather than a place of frustration, and letting your emotions get the best of you. If you do it that way, I feel that it will result in a good partnership, a good connection, a good something, with this Two of Cups, because this is minor arcana to the Lovers card, right? So I feel that expressing yourself in a vulnerable way to get your message across, rather than you didn't do this, you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain, you didn't do this, rather than that approach and the blame game. Take a softer approach, because people receive the message a little bit easier that way, rather than feeling attacked, right? If they feel attacked, they're feeling defensive. They're not even hearing your message any longer. So Two of Cups, express yourself with vulnerability. If it's time to part ways, like we talked about earlier with the Two of Swords, if it's time to part ways, then, we can part ways amicably. It just isn't the right fit. It just isn't. We tried all these other options. We talked about other solutions, and none of it seemed to work. So peace. I feel like it's time to go separate ways. With the Six of Swords, this does represent moving away from a situation, right? At least if it's not moving away from the situation, it's moving away from the rocky waters into the calmer shores. So that's the Six of Swords energy. It's like you just want peace. You just want what you were promised. You just want what's best for you. And so trying to achieve that with the Six of Swords, and if it means you have to move away from the situation to get it, to attain it, then that's just what it means. And it's not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it does bring you into this Empress energy. This is you setting boundaries, whether it's with the boss, whether it's with a partner, whether it's with a family member, but setting boundaries and sticking to it raises you or elevates you to a higher level, right? This is like you being your best self, you not being very reactive, because you know that you have more control over things. If it's not working out for you, you can just leave the situation, right? And that's recognizing that and holding yourself in a high regard with this Empress energy. So okay, yeah, well then, I feel like it's just a conversation that's been had over and over again, and you're like ready to see like things take movement or reach some fruition, or yeah, you're just ready. Let's pull, I don't remember, what do I do? Two cards. Yeah, let's do two cards to see what are the supporting messages. You deserve love. You are lovable. I'll leave that there. Not just love, but something you love to do, right? Feeling fulfilled. Self-love. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. What is that? The ex romantic partner, the ex job, the ex boss, the ex friend, And family, I would say, is harder to do than others, because, there's family obligations and things like that. But toxic is toxic, So if it's not working for you, if it's not serving you, hit the road, Jack. So I guess I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't have any other, I didn't have plans to pull additional cards, but if you have any questions, just reach out using my email in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's free for you, but it means so much to me. And we'll talk soon. Bye.